Hi, it's Sherri from A Quilting Life. Thanks so much for stopping by. Today I'm going to share with you a fun, quick, fast, and easy tutorial to make a patchwork key fob. These are great for using with scraps and they make great gifts for friends. Subscribe to the YouTube channel if you haven't already. Now let's get started. Okay, so I'm going to walk you step by step on how to make this patchwork key fob. I like to use mini charms, but you can use scraps just as easily. It's just that if you get a mini charm pack, you can make at least 3 key fobs, almost 4, and a lot of the cutting is already done for you. What I do is I pick out 10 of my favorites and I trimmed them to 1 3/4 inches by 2.5. So the mini charms are already 2.5 inches square, and so I just trimmed them into little 1 3/4 inch wide rectangles. And I chose 10 and I sewed them together. When you sew them together, what you need to remember is that it's going to be folded in half. So you want to make sure that you have a good mix of colors on each side and that you like the order of the colors on each side, how they are. After you sew them together, just use a 1/4 inch seam. You can press the seams in one direction or you can press them open. I've done it both ways and it doesn't seem to make a difference. But press the seams, and the next thing you're going to do is you're going to get your lining ready. Now this is the part that'll be on the inside of your key fob. And so this is a strip of fabric that you cut 1 3/4 inches wide by 13 inches long. And I'll have all these measurements in the description below, so you'll be able to check that out also. So I cut my fabric 1 3/4 inches by 13 inches, and then I also cut a piece of fusible fleece the same size, and I fused it to the back with my iron. The only thing about using the fusible fleece is that you have to make sure you don't touch the sticky side with your iron. You have to only touch the soft side with your iron. So you're going to fuse that, and then you're actually going to trim this piece to measure the same as your lining fabric. And the reason you do that after is because sometimes when you're sewing these seams it can get a little off-kiltered or off-centered, especially if you're using scraps. It's a little bit easier when you're using these mini charms, but if you're using scraps it's just better to trim it after. And you're just going to basically trim it to the same size, and then you're going to put them right sides together, and you're going to sew a seam 1/4 inch away from each end. And I've already sewn this one here, so you can see that I've sewn the 1/4 inch seam 1/4 of an inch away from both long ends, and I back stitch at the beginning and the end of each seam. And that's so that when you're turning it inside out, the seam won't start pulling apart. So that's the next step. And then once you've turned it inside out, you're going to give it a really good pressing with your iron. And just press it really well. Make sure all of these seams are just kind of on the side. And then you're going to just do some simple stitching. And what I did is I sewed 5 straight lines. I sewed 1/8 of an inch away from the edge, 3/8 of an inch away from the edge, and 5/8 of an inch away from the edge. And then I flipped it around and I sewed 1/8 of an inch and 3/8 of an inch. So that gave me 5 seams that are kind of evenly spaced. And now you're ready for the fun, fast part of putting it together. If your edges aren't straight, you might want to trim them, and I'll just kind of straighten it up just a little bit so I have a nice neat edge on both sides. Okay, and then you're simply going to fold it in half. And you can get this key fob hardware a lot of different places. I got this off of Etsy. I'll put a link in the description below for it. This is the ring that you'll attach later. I like to put the key fob together before adding the ring so that it just makes it easier. And you're going to use some pliers or needle nose to attach it. But if you notice inside, there are two little hooks on one side, and that is going to kind of hook into the fabric. And so what I like to do is kind of get that kind of started a little bit. And then put the other side in. Make sure that they're all the way as far back in the hardware as you can. And then so that you don't scratch the hardware while you're closing it with your tools, I recommend using a piece of batting or a piece of fabric or something to wrap around it so that it won't get scratched. Makes it just a lot safer for your hardware. And then you're going to line it up and you're going to squeeze it together. Sometimes it takes a little bit. Yeah, and I got it partially put together there on one side, so now I'm going to do the other side. Now I've got both sides closed partially. I'm going to do one more. And sometimes you just have to keep playing with it and do it a little bit at a time. And you'll know that you've got it once you can, kind of pull on it and it doesn't move. I'm going to press this side one more time just to be sure that I got it closed all the way. And yeah, there it is. And at this point, it's stuck in there pretty good. You can attach your key ring. And there you go. So they're super fun, they're super fast and easy to make. All you need are some scraps and a little bit of batting and some simple hardware, and you've got a fun gift or project that you can make. So I hoped you enjoyed learning how to make this key fob today. It's such a great simple little project. I make them pretty frequently to give as gifts. And I will link everything that I mentioned in the video in the description below, so you can find out where to get the hardware and the interfacing that I used. And I hope you enjoyed the tutorial. If you haven't subscribed already, you can subscribe to the YouTube channel. And thanks so much for stopping by.